Hello, World Hoppers! Welcome to Cosmere Horizons, your one-stop shop for everything Cosmere. How are we doing in the chat? We're live! I didn't know when I was going to be able to go live again, and I'm so happy that Dragonsteel Nexus gave me the excuse to go live again. I have a table. Now. That's new for today's live stream. Let me know if you can hear me in the chat. Let me know how audio's doing, because I'm not able to hear myself. I'm just kind of talking. I'm going to put my keyboard away. But I have a mic here. A table, yeah. I'm so excited for today's live stream. We'll be live for about an hour. I'm going to be going over basically essentially everything Dragonsteel Nexus. I'll be doing Q&A with the chat. If you have any questions, I'll be answering them from my personal experiences. Additionally, I'll be doing some unboxings. I have all my goodies on a table over here, which you can kind of see. You can see my phone right here. Yeah, we'll be doing some of my unboxing, unpacking, and then talking about the convention. Anything you missed, any major announcements. We'll definitely get to start talking about Fires of December, because oh boy. And then additionally, the musics of the Cosmere panel, there was they sent out an audio file where they made an audio soundtrack for each of the different shards, and I want to take a look at that. I was on the plane ride home, and the person behind me was like, "Excuse me, were you on the Moash panel?" And I was like, "Yeah, I was." So then we just started talking about that, and they couldn't make it. And I was like, "What was your favorite panel?" And she was like, "The music of the Cosmere." And I was like, "Whoa, what was that like?" And apparently they like they made soundtracks for each of the shards. So I want to take a look at those, get those shards open. Will there be any any spoilers for Fires of December? No. No, and yeah, no. I won't. I'll say very, premise-based. Nothing from I will not spoil anything that I learned from the first two chapters, which you read at Dragonsteel Nexus. Audrey said the music panel smacked. I am so sad I missed it. I probably had somewhere to be. It's awkward if I had nothing going on at that moment. Yeah, I'm drinking on my World Hopper ball cup. Oh, that's part of my haul. I have not opened any of my stuff, by the way. I literally, everything that I got from Dragonsteel Nexus, it's in a bag, and I'm excited to open that bag. So I think we will do we're going to open some of these stuff up in a second. And then any questions, we'll do Q&As and stuff like that. The whole gang's here. Making sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. Cool. Well, thank you everyone who's showing up to the live stream. Excited to see. I love being live. It's the closest thing that the high that I get from Nexus. This is the closest thing I get to that. Talking live to you guys and just being able to I don't know, it kind of reminds me of Shards of Summer. And no, there will not be a Shards of Summer announcement on this, whether we're running that back or not. That's not a today thing. Okay, so let's start with, where is my copy of, here it is. Let's just start with the one thing I have opened, my copy of Tailored Realities. So yeah, the Nexus book for this year was Tailored Realities, not a Cosmere book, unfortunately, but we got Tailored Realities. I'm a good of the way through it now. I've read 5 of the 10 short stories, so I'm halfway, even though I'm very clearly not halfway. I've just read all the short ones. Yeah. Sorry. Have you done the Cosmyrtle today? No, I've not done the Cosmyrtle today. And you know what? Let's do the Cosmyrtle on stream. We'll get there. We got an hour of content ahead of us. But yeah, early thoughts on Tailored Realities. I'll be having my reviews coming up of this book on Saturday. I'm going to finish reading it tomorrow. I'm going to record my video on a Wednesday, and then I'll have that up by Saturday. So there's your preview of what is coming up on my channel on Saturday. And yeah, Tailored Realities, here's my thoughts of it. In 6H, to answer your question, I've not read anything of Brandon Sanderson outside of the Cosmere. So this is my introduction to that. And I've not read Skyward. I've not read Reckoners. Is that the other one? I've not read anything outside of the Cosmere, by Brandon Sanderson. So that's a little awkward. But yeah, early thoughts. Some of the stories are good. I'm not sold. I'm not sold on this yet. However, Snapshot, which is the first story in this, is incredible, and I think Snapshot is a really great thing. Without like spoilers, I think the ending is phenomenal. I think it's very much a Brandon Sanderson thing, and I like what I like in it because of Brandon Sanderson. Long story short, I do recommend picking this up. What was the K-pop Demon Hunters reference you corrected Brandon on? Okay, so in the front row, I was sitting right next to me, not me, but Milana from Edge Dancing Through Life, and someone asked, what Words of Night Radiance would the main three characters from K-pop Demon Hunters be? And she answered it for Zoe and Mira, and then he's like, what would Rumi be? And he's like, wouldn't be a Windrunner, wouldn't be a Bondsmith. He was like, cancel all these things out. And I'm like, it's so obviously she would be a Lightweaver. She so obviously would be a Lightweaver. Like, her whole arc is like she's a Lightweaver. And so I was like, Lightweaver! And then he looked down at me and he was like, yeah, okay, yeah, she would be a Lightweaver. Lightweaver or Truth Watcher. And I was like, he saw me. Brandon saw me. So yeah, that was, me says in the chat, that was the most special moment. Yeah, it was awesome. It was incredible. But yeah, full review coming out on this. I got a signed copy and a numbered copy. I got number 644. So if we're numbered neighbors, let me know. Yeah, that's gonna go. I'm gonna put that up on the sander shelf, even though I'm gonna be reading it later tonight. And let's just move right along to the other books. First of all, picked up the King Lopin, First of Alethkar, and Elfscaller. Essentially, for those who don't know, these are also, I'm just now realizing the chat is cut off on the screen, so let's fix that. Let's fix you. Let's move you over. Wow, Dylan, you're gonna be in a wob. I know. Can you? I'm gonna be in a wob. I'm gonna be in a wob. But yeah. So for those who weren't at Dragonsteel Nexus 2024, essentially the con game was you collected these cards, and essentially it told a canon story from the Stormlight Archive. But they stopped printing and selling these cards. They were really fun to collect, though. I have a video on that nobody watched, so you should go watch that. So these two books are without getting into spoilers, they follow certain events in between books 2 and 3 of the Stormlight Archive. And so it's a very short book. I didn't realize that the stories were like 50 some pages. I thought because it was 6 pages in the big book, I was like, oh, so it's going to be short. But apparently it's like, it's 50 pages, which is awesome. Someone asked, are these going to be for sale? And yes, they are. Will the King Lopin books be available? Yes, this will be available. Everything they said that's available in the store and new to the store will be available in January, I think. I don't know. It will be available soon. So you'll be able to read Elfscaller and King Lopin soon enough. My reviews on these, Elfscaller is actually pretty good. King Lopin's fine, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Oh, they're on the website now. Okay, I changed my mind. This is for sale now. Go buy it. Yeah. I'd have to rewatch my ranking through the Cosmere video. But I think I put the Elfscaller high. I liked the Cosmere connections in this one, and this one felt more interesting and relevant. And this one felt kind of silly, but I do like getting more Elokar. I'm a big Elokar guy, and there was a good amount of Elokar in this. So I honestly liked both of these. Chasm Friends, which was the third story from last year, I'm very neutral on, which we're getting in the Hoyd Storybook collection now, which, again, I'm very neutral on. I like it more than Fleet, so I'm glad he didn't choose Fleet. But yeah, so here's King Lopin and Elfscaller. I recommend picking them up. I think they're not as good as Edge Dancer, and that's saying something. I don't think there's any emotional weight to any of those. But both King Lopin, First of Alethkar, and Elfscaller are on my ranking of the Cosmere video, so you can go check that out. Yeah. Might buy this just for Elfscaller. Honestly, that would be pretty valid. Very much hints at New World. We got a hint at... This is a lore spoiler, so it's not, I don't know, it's not that big of a deal. But for Isles of the Emberdark, the current which is explored in that, it was first mentioned in Elfscaller, which I thought was interesting. Yeah. By the way, every single sticker I got at Dragonsteel Nexus is on this cup. Yeah, this one I really like, and I really like this one right here. I'm a Silladin shipper. That's right. I came out and I said it. I'm a Silladin shipper. And also, yeah, the Elsecolor King Lopen book was only $20. Okay. Now, when are we getting Stone Ward? When are we getting Stone? I don't know what that is. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I am. Why am I having a stroke reading your comment, 6H? If you Mac, that's actually really disappointing. I would have really liked to see that Adolin sticker. That would have gone right on this blank spot too on the water bottle. Shout out to you for putting Carter and I in the B-roll. Is that Ronnie? Ronnie, let's go! Ronnie's in the chat, dude. Okay, so quick story. Here's a Dragonsteel Nexus story. Ronnie and Carter. I'm in the airport at Denver. I had a layover in Denver. And I'm sitting there, and I look up, and I see these two guys, and Ronnie, I'm kind of going to out you right now. I see these two guys, and they're like looking at me, and they look down at their phones, and they look back up at me, and I'm like, oh, they know who I am. And then these two guys, Ronnie and Carter, came up, and they're like, are you Cosmic Horizons? And it was the first time I was ever recognized. Well, I guess I was recognized at C2E2. But it was the first time I was recognized in public, and I was like, this is weird. But they were really chill. And then I got to hang out with them a good amount at the convention. They're in, actually, the Nexus recap video. They're, like, hitting each other with swords in the little intro montage. So, yeah, really like to see those guys. Did you see the Adolin sticker by Gentle Dragon? No, I did not see the Adolin. I didn't have much time to go onto the exhibit floor. I think the biggest takeaway in everything I've heard from Dragonsteel Nexus is that there wasn't enough time to do everything. The con game took forever. There were so many awesome panels. There was too much awesome to fit into 3 days. That's the main complaint of Dragonsteel Nexus. Yeah. Oh, and don't get me started on the World Hopper Ball. That was incredible. I talk about it a lot in my video. I truly stand by the fact. You know what? We'll get into the World Hopper Ball when I open the merch from the World Hopper Ball. Let's move right along to some more books. I got to pick up Dragonsteel Prime and Way of Kings Prime. And I know they're not... I'm opening these right now. I am very, very interested. I've heard good things about Way of Kings Prime and Dragonsteel Prime. Ooh, that's a pretty book. Yeah, this book is the seed that would eventually grow into something great. I hope you find something in it to love. Yeah, I'm very... Sorry, I was flipping through the pages. Maybe that's a bad habit of mine. I just saw a name of someone... I mean, I know these aren't canon, but there's a character that we know in this book now that I'm... Maybe it's the same one. But yeah, oh, hi Yasna. That's not a surprise that Yasa's in the Way of Kings Prime. Yeah, but I'm very interested to read. Also, this book feels very solid. This book's, yeah, I'm really excited to read this. I've heard Dragonsteel Prime has a lot of things from the Way of Kings. Like, I know there's a first-hand version of the Shattered Plains, and I think Kaladin. There's a prototype of Kaladin's character in this book. It's in one of these two books. I'm pretty sure it's this one. I think I started Dragonsteel Prime, but then I got distracted with Isles of the Emberark. Valid. Seems like the kind of book I'd buy just to have and never read. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about these, but I want to... I think it would make an interesting video, so I do think I'm going to read them just for the video, to make a video being like, is it worth it to read these? That's kind of how I feel about Tailored Realities. So far, my thoughts on Tailored Realities is get it and read Snapshot, and then you can put the book down. No, I do like it. I mean, all the stories are just so short that you can. It's a nice, if you ever need a refresher on whatever you're reading, like it gives you a good break. Most of Dragonsteel Prime is now canon in some way or another. Well, it'll be interesting to read Dragonsteel Prime. I know there was someone in my Discord server that was like, I want a channel for this so I can talk about it. Yeah, so I will be doing a review, whether I do separate reviews or combined reviews on these two books. I mean, they're still pretty big. How big is it? Oh my gosh. Okay, Way of Kings Prime is 700 pages, and Dragonsteel Prime looks to be like 500? It's 600 pages. So these aren't going to be light reads, and there's no audiobook for them too, so it's going to take me even longer to get through these, but these just feel nice. Honestly, I kind of like these more than the design of Secret Project books. Like this, it just feels so smooth. I like how smooth it feels. Anyway, I'll probably read Dragonsteel Prime first and then Way of Kings Prime. That'll be interesting. I'll have to figure that out. But yeah, I was very excited to pick those two up. I think they'll be interesting reads, nonetheless. You mean there are people in chat who aren't in your Discord? Yeah, if you're in this chat and not in my Discord, what are you doing? Hop on that. Audrey. Is this what we get for not hanging out the entire con? Yes, there is. I do have a Cosmic Horizon Discord. It's the link to the Discord is in every single description of every single video I've posted. Mac. Oh, Audrey, you have a Discord? Okay, that's awkward. Okay, Audrey, I'll join your Discord if you join mine. Okay. So Audrey, send me the link to your Discord. But yeah, my Discord's really fun and it's not toxic at all, which is like, I don't know how rare that is, but like I'm very happy with the community and culture that we have on. Great team of moderators, really good. I mean, 6H, you can vouch, and maybe it is toxic. You're on there more than me. I'm not on this. I go into the Discord Patreon server, and that's about it. Speaking of which, join my Patreon. Okay. Those are all the books I got. Now I'm going to go to the next thing I'm excited for. I got these Stormlight miniatures, and they are literally, they sold out of Adolin. They sold out of Kaladin. They sold out of Seth. I managed to pick up these three, and they are quite literally the last, these were the last two, Yasna and Dalinar. These were the last two. And they were like, yeah, we're not making any more after these, which is why I picked them up. If anybody has the Adolin or Kaladin or Zeth one, and wants to send them to me, or I will buy them from you. I really want to complete my collection. Discord, calm down. I keep getting notifications. Okay. Yeah, Mo, I also wanted the Adolin one so bad. Okay, I'm going to open these. I'm not like a keep it sealed type guy. That's just not who I am. Maybe this is hurting some of you, but there's only... Yeah, we're fine. Woo! Woo! Dalinar Colin, you're so cool. If I imagine this breaks live right now. Hello. There's a lot. Hey, Brooke from Cosmic Conversations is here. So here's the Dalinar. I don't know. Okay, the autofocus is tracked to my eyes, so I'm gonna hold it up to my eyes. Here's the Dalinar. He looks sick. He looks really cool. I like him. Can he fit on top of my copy of Wind and Truth? He can. He's going right there. He's going right on top of Wind and Truth. That's awesome. Next up, we're opening up Yasna. For those who don't know, Brooke was on my panel of my Dragons of the Cosmere panel. She killed it on there. It was awesome. Speaking of which, actually, hold on. Here's Yasna, by the way. I'll finish Yasna, and then I'll talk about my panels. Here's Yasna. This is really sick. This is really cool. These are cool. I'm so happy I bought these. These are awesome. Ooh. Gosh, and the steps made of bricks. That's awesome. Okay, Yasna can't fit there. Okay, I need to get a new sander shelf because I don't have room anymore. I'm going to put Yasna on top of Mistborn right now, and that just doesn't feel right. But that's okay because we'll figure it out. And lastly, we're going to open up Shallan. Am I the only one that when I hear the name Shallan, I can only think of the audiobooks of the group of Spren from Wind and Truth that go, Shallan. And I hear, yeah, just wait for Book 10 to put her somewhere. And I can that's all I can ever hear now when I hear of Shallan's name. Speaking of which, I can't get this open. Yeah, just wait for Book 10, and then I'll have somewhere to put my Yasna figurine. That's so true. Well, yeah, then I should put Dalinar on top of Oathbringer. I love... Nope, it's a stim at this point. Shallan. I've caught myself saying Shallan so many times in Dragonsteel Nexus. And here's Shallan. Here's our Lightweaver. See, here's the thing. I would love to have a figurine to put on top of each book. I would love to have Kaladin to put on top of my Wave Kings copy, Shallan to put on my Words of Radiance, Dalinar for Oathbringer, Venli or Eshonai for Rhythm of War, Zeth for Wind and Truth, Lift for book 6, Renarin, Ash, Taln, and Yasna, respectively. You haven't heard the Stormlight audiobooks? Get on that. Adolin's play, sir, sir, sir. Yeah. There's something about Shallan, how it always stuck in my head though. I'm gonna put Shallan on Mistborn Era 2 because I think Shallan's gonna. Never mind. This isn't a spoiler, but no, I'm gonna be done talking. So we got these figurines up now. They're really cool. So for those of you wondering about my panels, how are my panels going to be seen and distributed? So, hands down, there's a 30-day embargo on panels from Dragonsteel Nexus. So we cannot, nothing's going to get posted 30 days from Nexus. Hands down. That's non-negotiable. Audrey, I was at your... Okay, you're getting me distracted, Audrey. ADHD. I'll come back to your comment in a second. So nothing will be posted in the next 30 days. Of my 3 panels, I'm only going to post one of them. I had Living with Sander fans, like how to support your Sander fan, morality, ethics, morality, and Moash, and Dragons of the Cosmere. My intro to Cosmere, one, that one I'm not going to post. I don't think that is content in a video that would do well in engagement. And my Dragons of the Cosmere, I'm debating uploading. However, there was a video issue. The audio is completely fine. So there's a whole audio file of the hour-long thing. And then I have individual snippets because my camera battery kept turning on and turning off, and weird things were happening. Luckily, there was someone who got on it. But I am going to be posting the Moash panel. That will be on the main channel. My intro to the Cosmere and the audio for Dragons of the Cosmere will exclusively be on my Patreon for my patrons to get access to. Because that's something, they're not videos that I'm that all interested in posted. The Moash one will be posted, but those will be Patreon exclusive for the other 2 panels. Which is how that's going to, I put some thought into that. But also, my Dragons of the Cosmere audio will also probably, I'm going to be sending it to Cosmere Conversations with Brooke and Tyler over there. So you can probably just hop over to their podcast and you'll probably be able to listen to it there for free. But with the video snippets interspersed in between, that's going to be on my Patreon. Yeah, I was going to say, Cosmere Convo, the audio for the Dragons of the Pod, that'll be going up on their podcast. I would assume. I haven't talked with them, but Brooke just said in the chat. So, yes. Yeah, I will send you that audio. I'm doing audio stuff. I did the audio for the Wind and Truth panel as well. So I got to send that to Mo to get that video. Well, I don't send it to Mo, but I'm sending it to someone who filmed it for Mo. Okay. Yeah, that's what Patreon does here. You get the stuff that's not good enough for the general public. Okay. I just mean, Mac, that those videos I don't think would be as engaging. I've actually been toying. So this is something that nobody knows. When I film my videos, I'm like really goofy. Like I will probably film for 30 minutes for a 10-minute video. And there's 20 minutes that just gets cut and I sound like a crazy person. And I've considered just dropping those 30-minute clips on my Patreons. Because I think that would just be kind of funny. Okay. Next up, we got to talk about this son of a... we got to talk about this son of a gun. Okay. The game at Dragonsteel Nexus 2025 this year. Well, what was it? That's a great question. This is the first time that I've opened this. There was a pamphlet. Whoa. This is really cool. Okay, there's a little baggie. There's a little Rosharan baggie in there. Whoa, this is really cool. So essentially, it was like a puzzle book. It was like a puzzle book. And there was one for Roshar, Scadrial, Cell, and Nalthis, and hold on. There was Roshar, Scadrial, Nalthis, and Cell. Those were the 4. So Warbreaker, Elantris, Mistborn, and Stormlight Archive. And you'd do these puzzles, and you'd walk around the place, and you'd wait in line a lot to get like stickers to be like, hey, you did it, and they'd give you a sticker. And I genuinely I was so busy at the convention with panels, making content, checking out the expedition hall, and just hanging out with people that I didn't have time to even open this. But a lot of people spent a lot of time doing this, which was one of the main complaints, honestly, with how much time it took. Like, it was awesome in concept, and I believe people liked it more than the con game from last year. So I think it was a step in the right direction. But I also just think it took a lot of time. Yeah. This is cool, actually. Yeah, you can put your name in it. It was awesome. The printing errors were the big issue. Okay, gotcha. There were printing issues, apparently. Yeah. And then, interesting. Yeah, they had a whole map of the convention center, and you do, like, you'd solve a code, and then a number, like, you'd have a number like L21 or something like that, and then it would, like, match up on a grid or something. I don't even remember how this worked. But this is the con game. I'm not the right person to ask about this. I might try to solve it for nostalgia purposes, but I did not get the chance to participate in the con game. I was busy doing other stuff. But I know I saw the prize that you got from it. It was like a silver keychain or something like that, and it looked really cool. I liked it a lot. Mac, I don't have a way to put. Actually, yeah. DM it to me on my Cosmere Instagram. And yeah, I'll be able to pull up a picture of what the game was or what the prize was. But it was a cool keychain for hours of. It kept people busy. You know, I'll give them that. Okay. Okay, now time to actually dig into my things of all. I'm gonna kind of speed through these. Yo, listen up, here's the story. So the first thing I got was this Stormlight playing cards, which were a little too expensive, and I kind of bought these on an impulse. But I've been in a magic phase recently. Like, I learned how to do magic tricks as a kid, and then, like, I got to a party, and I started doing magic tricks, and people thought they were cool. And so now magic's kind of been coming back, just because now I'm known as the magic guy, which I don't know how I feel about that. But nonetheless, I was like, if I'm going to be doing magic tricks, I want to have a deck of Stormlight Archive cards. So I'm going to open these up real quick and let you know if they're cool. Are they pretty? Mo says they're pretty. I'll be the judge of that. I have no doubt that they're pretty. I think that they're going to be gorgeous. This box is already incredible. Now I got stickies on my hand. Loyalty to me, myself, and okay, opening the pack. Whoa! What are you? Oh, they have like labels for what the cards are. Whoa, this is okay. We got a cool Yasna and Shallan card. Oh, disappeared. Oh, you want to see a magic trick? Ready? See the card? Woo! Woo! That kind of looks cool on camera. I'm never able to see it because I'm just like, wee. What? Oh, hello. Okay, well, it was fun while it lasted. Yeah, let's take a look at some of these cards. Looks like we got Maya as a Joker. Whoa. Okay, these are actually really sick. Actually, these are really cool. Yeah. That's really cool. I think that's I don't even know who that is. Hold on. Now I really need to find this, like, what are you? Whoa. What? Oh, they're all Spren. They're Spren. I get it. Oh. So the 2 of spades is a gravitation Spren. Okay, so they're all Spren, which is fine. This is interesting. Now the Jack, Queen, and Kings look awesome. Oh my goodness, these look incredible. Look at this ink Spren. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they're all Spren. Okay, come on. Focus. Nope, cover my eyes. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Let me see if any of the other ones are cute. Oh, we got a Sill. Cover my face, and then hopefully it focuses. We got a Sill right there. That's really cool. Let's see. Oh, yep. Wow. Okay, these are actually Okay, they're all Spren, but honestly, it's cool because it's not super. Oh, hey, Dalinar. um, oh, the Navani one's cool because it has the sibling on it. Yeah. Okay, these are really cool. Actually, I'm glad I picked these up. One last magic trick. Wee. Oh, and then we got Kaladin and Syl, here. Okay. Or we just okay. So it's not you're not really able to see it because of my camera settings. But oh, there we go. If I back away from the light, there we go. But yeah, Stormlight cards are very interesting, very unique. Yeah. Who wants to see a magic trick? Okay, ready? Let's do a magic trick. Ready? Okay, we're gonna take the two of hearts, right? We take the two of hearts, and then, ta-da! It's the ace of hearts. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. Let me put these back in the box. Okay. This was how we learned several of the plate spreads for different orders. Oh, that's actually really interesting. That's really interesting, and I actually really like that. Yeah, so I guess the Stormlight cards were how we were able to piece together certain Radiant Spren. Yeah, because the box says Axes the Collector's deck of Radiant Spren. That's really cool. I vibe with that. I like that. What's next in my goodie box? Okay. Oh, this one I'm really excited for. It's the glassware set. I've been wanting to open this since I got it. Ta-da! It says air on the side of awesome in there. So that's pretty neat. Okay, where can I open this? Right here? Oh, hello. Okay, so I did peek out one of the glasses. So let's take a look at these. Oh, this Mistborn glass is so cool. Oh, this Mistborn glass is so cool. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, this is awesome. Oh my goodness. Here's the wait, are they all blue? Oh, interesting. They're all blue, which I'm okay with, but when I saw them in the store, there were 4 different colors, which now I'm confused. If anybody knows why they're all blue, someone let me know. There is no bang saying embossing site. That's funny. Yeah, well here. Yeah, so I was under the impression that these were all gonna be different. I'm okay that they're all blue. Yeah, so I'm gonna shoot an email over to some of the people who work at Dragonsteel. That's interesting. I don't mind that they're blue, but I really would have liked to have a multicolor set. I wish everything was. Yeah. Well, anyway, these are cool. Okay, so we got Stormlight. Okay, hold on. It's not really. We got the Stormlight logo. We got Nulthus. We got Warbreaker right here. We got Mistborn right here. And we got Lumar right here, which is Tress of the Emerald Sea. Which is really cool. Yeah, these are. I really like these glassware. I would have, because I saw they had them in different colors, this is very interesting. I kind of like the colored ones better. Hey, we got a donation to the chat, Mac. Sorry, every time I say Mac, I'm in the habit of saying Mac 6823 Zainif and Dan. So anyway, Mac, thank you so much for the $2 donation. Advanced Cosmere Studies. Go check out his channel, by the way. It's very interesting stuff. Of like, there was what was the one video? There was your most recent video. I remember I really, really thought was interesting. And if someone reminded me of it, I would remember what it was. But it was very interesting stuff. Anyway, thank you for the $2 donation. Very much. I appreciate that a lot. I wish I had confetti. I wish I had a confetti cannon. If I had a confetti cannon, even a huge one, I would launch it right now for the $2 donation. I remember. Do you remember my first live stream when Brandon Sanderson showed up? That was awesome. That live stream was like the second best moment of being Cosmic Horizons. The first being Dragonsteel Nexus 2025. Okay. Well, I'm gonna put this glassware over here. Yeah. For some reason, I thought they were gonna be different colors, but I'm okay with that. But I'm gonna shoot them an email and be like, "Can I get a multicolor set?" Yeah, because at the store they had on display a multicolor set. So There was normal sets, and those were colored. Somehow premium is just clear. Oh, so are these blue ones the not color? Oh, because it has the gold brim? Oh, interesting. I don't know how I feel about that, but that's okay. We're going to move right along to the next thing, which I'm just going to reach my hand in the bag and pull out. Oh, Dragonsteel book stamp. This is very interesting. Okay. I kind of poked my head at this earlier. It's a book stamp. This one I did not buy. This one was given to me because of my media badge. I love bubble wrap. Hold on, let's get a good ASMR. Okay. I'm gonna toss that right there. What can I stamp? I'm gonna stamp. Let's see what the stamp looks like. I don't have any paper. I'm just gonna stamp this. It looks kind of cool. The book stamp is sick. Yeah, there it is. Oh, hello. I can't even. There we go. Kind of. It's right there. I don't know what to do with a book stamp. Mo, Audrey, what are you doing with yours? It says Ex Libris on it, and has a dragon on it. So that's kind of cool. Oh, the book stamps came with the book bundle. Interesting. Cool. Yeah, this is a very. Oh, it looks like this is kind of what the stamp looks like. It came with the book bundle apparently. There we go. Oh, there you go. You can see that great. It's not blown out at all. That's what the stamp looks like. Yeah, this is a very intense stamp. It's a very intense stamp. They had it on display at the con, and I tried it on my hand. Here, you know what? I'll try it on my hand right now. Whee! Oh, that's a lot of ink. Well, anyway, now I'm stamped. Now I'm soul stamped. Okay. Ex Libris from books. Oh, gotcha. Interesting. Cool. Perfect for lending books to your friends. Definitely didn't stamp my forehead. Mo, I wish I could have seen you stamp your forehead. That would have been hilarious to see. Okay. Next. You know what we're talking about. You know what we're getting to. Soul stamp, quick for losing them. We got a World Hopper Ball. We got our cup from the World Hopper Ball. Looks cool. I like it. I dig it. On the bottom, it says, "I write these words in steel." Carter, gonna upload Dragon's Depository panel. Carter, first of all, thank you for the $2 donation. I love getting it. You guys, that was so nice. I don't even know what to say when I get a $2 donation. Hold on. I'm gonna look for a confetti can. I gotta have one. Oh, I gotta have one. Hold on. I'm still in the room. I'm checking. There's gotta be some confetti. Shoot, I don't have a confetti cannon. Doggone it. Okay. You know what? If we get up to $10 in donation, I will put on this Molly costume. I will dress up as Molly for the rest of the live stream if we get $6 more in donations. Because that's the closest thing I can find. Anyway, Dragons of the Cosmere panel. To recap what I said earlier, my Dragons of the Cosmere panel, the video kind of got messed up. And so essentially what happened is the audio of it is going to be on the Cosmere Conversation podcast. So go check it out there. The audio will be over there. The audio in certain clips of the video is going to be on my Patreon for my patrons. My Moesh panel will be available to the general public. And then my intro to the Cosmere panel and my Dragons panel will be in my Patreons. But because you're at this live stream, I'll tell you, I gotta go put on a sheep costume now. 6823, thank you for the $10 donation. I will be dressing up as Molly for the rest of the live stream. But essentially, to summarize what I was just saying, I think that, if you check out the Cosmere Conversation podcast, the audio of my thing will be on there. The audio of my panel will be on there. Put the sheep suit on. Audrey, thank you for the $10 donation. 6823, thank you for the $10 donation. That is more than enough. That is what I need to put on the sheep costume. I should do this for every single live. Guys, I look ridiculous. Okay. Ready? Are we ready for the great reveal? Are we ready for the reveal? Are we ready for the reveal? Hello, World Hoppers! Welcome to Cosmere Horizons. Oh, the things I do for money. Welcome to the Dragonsteel Nexus recap. Oh, also, we did get an answer on, apparently I got the premium set, which is not colored, which I think is less cool, but that's okay. That's how I feel actually about, this was the premium Nexus shirt. So this is that, where this is what the normal shirt looked like. It was colored. Low key, the fashion Adolin in me really likes this. So that's why I went with the premium option. But I wish I would have gotten the normal glassware. I'm in my Molly era. I'm dressed as Molly. But anyway, okay. I talked about the panels. I talked about the sheep costume. Now we're back. Anyway, if those just joining the live stream, I can't really explain what's happening right now. Premium shirt is far superior. Yeah, I do very much like the premium shirt. I'm gonna break this down. Okay. But yeah, on the bottom it says, I write these words in steel, for anything not set in metal cannot be trusted. And I think that's a really nice touch on the World Hopper Ball. I think the World Hopper Ball was a 10 out of 10 experience. Like, what I said in my video, I will stand on that, of the World Hop, reading the Cosmere was worth it for the experience that the World Hopper Ball gave me. I was sobbing. I was crying my eyes out. I didn't put it in the video, but there's a clip of Cosmere Mo and I genuinely just sobbing. And like, it was, I was, oh my gosh. I have not cried that hard in a long time. It was so beautiful to see Vin and Ellen have their first dance. On the first night that they met, and like just live in that fantasy, and then it hard cut to the end of Hero of Ages, and that just wasn't cool. That wasn't, Molly the sheep didn't like that at all. Yeah. But yeah, Cosmere Mo and I were sobbing, actually sobbing. It was bad. Okay, next little trinket. We got Shadesmar in something just fell. We got Shadesmar in a jar. Oh yeah, cool, because I heard quite a few. Yeah, glad they figured it out. They, not only was it better than last year, it was exponentially better. Like, it was an amazing experience. I was talking with people on the plane ride home. Some people had a few complaints, but I don't know who they are or where they're coming from, because it was amazing. It was incredible. Yes, the doubling in price isn't the coolest thing. That wasn't great. I'm not gonna lie. $250 is a lot of money, but there was no line for drinks. The one complaint I heard compared to last year is the food wasn't as good and the drinks weren't as good, and there weren't as many options. But also, there was not as long as a line. Like, apparently people spent half the time at the World Hopper Ball last year waiting in line for their drinks and their food. And this year, you waited 5 minutes, maybe, and that's when the line got long. Like, it was not bad at all. In early sessions, there was an issue with drink prices. There was no... Yeah. Yeah. Watching the Mistborn fight in live action was great. Yeah, watching the Mistborn fight was incredible. There's snippets of it in the World Hopper Ball video. And on my Patreon, I'm going to upload the full 6-minute clip video I got of the entire fight. Yeah, I like that I'm just announcing these things that I'm putting up on my Patreon. Because in my mind, I'm like, where am I going to put these things? And I'm like, yeah, I can put them on my Patreon. Plus, I need to support you guys, because my current patrons have stayed my patrons when I didn't upload for like 4 months. So I appreciate you guys. Love y'all. I love that I have this on. I'm like, every time yeah. Anyway, okay. Moving right along, we're gonna go to the Shadesmar in a jar craft kit. Pew pew pew. Greetings, World Hopper. Scan for the craft instructions. Do I want to make this? Do I want to make this on stream right now? What if the stream just went like longer than? Actually, we're gonna circle back to this one, and we're gonna just make that later. Oh, actually, I'm nearing the end of my thing, so I'm gonna go into here. Okay, someone says, Dylan, did you write anything on the wall at the ball? No, I completely forgot. I was going to, and then I forgot. Yeah, no, I wish. Yeah, I wish I could have gone to the ball. Okay, let's see. Here's my trinket badge. These are a bunch of small little trinkets that, like people, whether it was gifted, whether I don't know, just these are nothing in here I paid for. But it was everything here is awesome. Here's my media badge. This means a lot to me actually. Like I love this media badge. Here we go. Someone came up and gave me the Stormlight Archive bracelet, which I wore for the entire day, and I think I wore it for the day after that too. I very appreciate getting that. Here's at the World Hopper Ball. They told you what kind of misting you were. I was a coin shot, which I'm like, that's awesome. Very happy to be a coin shot. What else we got in here? We got this card for the Cosmere RPG. I'm a stick, and it has stats. It has a DC 30 of transforming into fire. And then this is something I've actually had for a while. I don't know how it works its way in here, but it's a clicker of the will. It's a will shaper icon. Jimmy makes these on Jimmy Makes Official, I believe is his website, and these are so satisfying to play with. I pick one of these up. They're really cool. Jimmy also came up to me and he gave me a new one, and it's Ghost Bloods. It's Ghost Bloods on it, which I just think is awesome. I love seeing the Ghost Bloods logo. OfficialJimmyMakes.com is his website. So go check out Jimmy Makes. I got to meet Jimmy this weekend. Absolutely lovely fella. They were taking the back of the room. Yeah. For people, for the certain people. Oopsie. What did I just do? The entrance. Oh, yeah. The ball was so beautiful. I genuinely remember walking into the World Hopper Ball, and I'll never forget how I felt. Like, it was pure wonder and joy. It was incredible. I absolutely loved it. Walking into the World Hopper Ball. That was a 10 out of 10 experience. Yeah. That was, oh my gosh, that was incredible. Like I cried multiple times throughout the World Hopper Ball. Even just watching Vin and Ellen say lines to each other, I was like, this is so cool. Mo can attest to this. I was sitting right next to Mo, and I just looked over at Mo, and I was like, this is so cool. And I just started crying. And Seth was sitting near us and from Cosmere Academy. That was a 10 out of 10. Yeah. Some people had Mistborn as their card, which is awesome. I believe, I think they were given all 16 medals. But on top of that, they were given a bead of Atium, and they were taken to the back. Like the Inquisitors rounded up the Mistborn, and they were like, they took them to the back, and then they gave them a cool pin, which you could buy. It wasn't like an exclusive pin to them. Yeah, Mitchell says the end is what got me. The end was incredible. I agree 100%. Okay, more little trinkets. Got a little cowboy hat. I don't know what this thing is, but someone came up and gave me this. This is a cool little Patchy's Eye keychain, which is awesome. I really like this Patchy's Eye keychain. Got another one of the Patchy's Eye keychain. Thought those were really cool. Got a Ghost Buddies sticker from Emily from Ghost Buddies. What else we got? I got a Quack Spren, is what this was called when it was given to me. I'll put that up on top of my. No, I'm gonna keep the hat on. I like how the hat looks. This was, I think, one of my favorites. After the dragons with the Cosmere panel, someone came up and gave me this dragon. That was really cool. I really like the dragon that I got. I got this Dragonsteel Nexus premium this premium pin, which I think was insanely cool, and it's not focusing. There we go. This is part of the premium package. Pin looked really cool. I think this is a premium coin. Says be a part of the story. Oh, this coin's got some weight to it. Be a part of the story. Dragonsteel Nexus 25. This coin is hefty. Can't even like. This is a thick coin. And then let's see. Here's from the World Hopper Ball. We got these steel. It's steel. That's what it is because that was a coin shot. And then got this little thing. Got this Warbreaker 3D printed symbol, which I think is really cool. This is going to be going... I don't know. Actually, I'm going to put it right here next to Warbreaker. I'm going to put it right there for now. And then what else we got in here? Got a Raffo pin. Got this to match my little onesie that I got going on. I got my Molly costume. And my Molly... Got my Molly costume. And got my Molly little figurine. It's a little sheep. And then that is pretty much it. And then I also got these orbs. I got these Stormlight beads, which I'm going to activate right now. Someone said, you look like you've had a long day, which I was like, okay. You look like you had a long day. Take this Stormlight to replenish you. And essentially, okay, well, that one doesn't work. Here, this one kind of works. They glow. Oh, this one works now. There's these little, they're literally just orbs of Stormlight that they glow in your hand. Here, got another one. There we go. This one's red. And then I have one on the floor that's orange. Huzzah! Crawling. Reaching. Grabbing. Here we go. Got my little hat on. Yeah, so I got these little Stormlight balls, which I'm going to put where the orange one was and scatter in the ground. My cowboy hat! No! Not my Wayne hat. My neck was getting stiff trying to keep that on top of my head, so the hat will be coming off. Anyway, I'm going to put all these back in. Whew! There's the haul, everyone. There is the haul. Dear Lord, that coin has a lot of weight to it. The Molly's going to stay out, actually. Because but a bunch of these things are going to go back in the bag. I'm going to figure out what to put with them later. He needs it because he's a coin shot. I am a coin shot. Canonically, I'm a coin shot. When I finally get to play the Mistborn RPG, I will be playing a coin shot. Actually, no. I don't know what I'll want to play. I'll figure that out when we get there, though. Okay. Huzzah. All of you go in there. Actually, the clickers are going to stay out, too. Huzzah, huzzah, huzzah. And very last thing on our haul, we got a Mistborn Air 1 Lightbox craft kit, which I'm actually going to craft this right here, right now. By the way, does anybody have, if anybody has any questions about the Nexus experience, or anything, any Fires of December question, I'll do, I'm coughing, I'm okay. What? Hold on, let me refresh my studio. Mac sent another super chat. Did I not see it? Mac, what? If you want to show the... Oh my gosh. Okay, I didn't see it. My chat wasn't refreshing. I'm able to see the chat on the live stream that I have on a panel over here, but the thing that showed me the super chat wasn't pulling up. Mac, you're too kind to me. Thank you so much for another $2 donation. Yes, I will show the DM of the con game. Bye, Mo. Duty calls. Enjoy your duty. I have not been seeing the chat for a while, so sorry everyone for that. Yes, here we go. Let me pull up my, here we go. Here we go. Yes. Okay. I'm going to pull these up. Is that video, focus please. There we go. So that's kind of the it was a keychain. It's silver and it says on it, Silverlight Bureau of Perpendicularity, Regulation, and Interrelmatic Transport. So it's like a Silverlight Bureau pin. On the back it says Dragonsteel Nexus 2025. I saw it in person, and it looks really cool. My phone's not focusing. There we go. So it does look really cool. There you go. There's the back of it. Yeah. Let's see. Would you say the RPG is worth it? It's really pricey, and I can play D&D, but I also want it. Okay. Here's my thought process. Like, it's $60 for the one rule book, which is like, don't get me wrong, yeah, that's true. And then there's the world guide on top of that. Okay, it is pricey. Okay, never mind. Okay, I take back my comment. However, I will say, yes, I think it's 100% worth it. I think it'll be worth it, especially when the World Hopper RPG is coming out. It is a system that I was talking with Kevin from Light Colors about this at Nexus. I don't think it's great to homebrew in it. I think you can homebrew in it. I think what we love about playing tabletop RPGs is living these bigger than life adventures. And the thing is when you get to these bigger than life adventures in the Cosmere, you can't stay canon. You can't have that big of a story and stay canon for the most part. So like the pre-written adventures are the exception, I would say. So I think the major thing is you just have to not care about canon. If you stop caring about canon, I think the system's awesome. I think the system will really be fleshed out when Mistborn comes out, because then you'll be able to play with Stormlight and Mistborn and Ferrochemy and Hemalurgy. And that's like 4 main systems that you can build your character around. Hemalurgy I don't think will be as big of a system, but the Ferrochemy and Mistborn and Radiant Orders, the fact that you'll be able to explore all of that, in the fact that you can be on Roshar, you can be in Scadrial, you can be in Elendel, you have 3 different worlds to play around with. I think that the system will really be fleshed out when we get there. I think so. Yeah, that's my answer to that question. I think it's fun to play right now. Don't get me wrong. The Heroes of the Lost Desolation RPG was awesome. I just think it's unique in the fact that if you have friends, I didn't realize that was part of it. If you have friends who have read the Stormlight Archive, yes, it's 1,000,000% worth it. I'm going off the assumption that people you play Cosmere RPG with are not going to be people who know how to play tabletop games and don't know how to play, and have not read the Cosmere. If you have people who have read the Cosmere and that you know in person and want to play Stormlight RPG with them, do that. Do that. Yes, 100%. Do that. Yeah. Plus, you can have Fabrials. Yeah. I heard from people who saw it at Nexus, you can't do Hemalurgy. Like, you can't steal. Yeah, I would say it's very much like Hemalurgic Spikes is going to be like a rewards type thing. Yeah. You can build... I'm pretty sure you can build... From what I've heard at Nexus, you can make your character have a spike, maybe 2. And you can, like, so that if you want to have someone with 2 misting abilities, but then you have to build in their lore why they have a spike and stuff like that. But yeah, so that's that. I'm very angry. I was at Nexus and I missed the King Lope. Yeah. Well, Great Forest, you will be able to buy them on Dragonsteel Store. I believe they're on right now for $20. So I mean, you have to pay for shipping. So kind of upsetting that you didn't, but. Mistborn and Stormlight RPG are all part of the original crowdfunding campaign. World Hopper RPG, which is after that, and what's after the World Hopper RPG? Elantris. Those 2 are not part of the original crowdfunding campaign. Okay. I got this Mistborn light boxing kit, which I'm going to open while I talk about the Fires of December. Bye, Audrey. Good night. Ooh! This is really pretty. This is really pretty. Okay. Whoa, okay. Oh, I've destroyed it. Oh, I've destroyed it. Oh, shoot. I've destroyed it. Oh, no. Oh, what have I done? Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Maybe I... Oh, no. Okay, I'm going to scan below for the crafting instructions. I'm going to do that. I shouldn't have opened the back. That's on me. Let's hope this works. Is this a video? I do a lot better with videos. Okay, it's not. It's a PDF. Okay, let's do this. Remove the clear plastic film from the front. Oh, I went in through the back. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, remove the clear from the front of the picture frame. Oh, this. Okay. I can do that. These 2 pieces were... Oh no. Oh, no. Hold on. Technical difficulties. Please, I'll go on hold. You guys are watching an ad. If you paid for YouTube Premium and you're still here, joke's on you, I guess. Okay, hold on. Moment. Technical difficulties. Ta-da! Problem solved. We're back. Hold on. If this doesn't turn on in 2 seconds, we're not back. Okay, we're back. Sorry, I usually don't live stream this long, but now I'm just having fun with you guys. My camera Fabrial broke. It's okay. Camera Fabrial is back on. We are now experiencing the opposite of the dragon panel. Okay. Shoot. Okay. Remove the clear plastic film. I can't get it. How are you supposed to take this off? Hello? Oh, I got it. Clear plastic film is being removed. Oh no. Okay, there we go. Ta-da! Step 1, done. Step 2, place the picture frame face down and start to layer the paper cutouts according to the number in the bottom right-hand corner. Hello? What do you mean? What do you mean? Is it these things? What do you mean? Oh no. I'm struggling. Thanks for the onesie. It was a donation thing. It's too much to explain. Okay, is it these things that they're talking about? No, these are the plastic dividers shaped like an L. Oh, I get it. I get it. Hold on. Insert the... Oh no. Oh no, I'm not made for arts and crafts. New drinking game. Take a shot. New drinking game. Take a shot every time Dylan says, oh no, while building the light box. But I work in the morning. That's funny. Yeah. Oh, should I keep these organized? Oh no. Okay. You got this, bro. Lock in. I'm not locked in. I feel locked out. Oh. Oh no. Ah. Okay. 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 I'm dismantling this. We're starting from square one. Son of a gun. Oh. Frizz. Ta-da. Okay. Oh, these are the paper sheets. Oh, and you have the number. Okay. Okay, we're moving. Okay. I have yet to build mine. This is a good tutorial. Okay, so you have to take it all out. Okay, someone says like this is a good tutorial for us. Okay, you gotta take these out. You gotta take everything out, and then place face down. Start according to the number on the bottom, alternating cutouts with plastic dividers. Plastic dividers come in two page shaped like an L. Into the piece into the frame in the standard L position, then upside down. Okay. So I think I placed number 1 first and not last. So I'm going to place 1 down. And then I take the 2 dividers. I don't know what's going on, and he doesn't either. I don't know what's going on. I'm building something, and it's going to be cool, okay? Just trust. Trust in the process. Okay. Then we put in the L. Does it matter which way the L is facing? Like, there's black little stripes on it, and I don't know. I'm going to have the black stripes face forward. I don't know if that's supposed to be the case. Okay. Plastic divider has been inserted. Do I need to... Oh, yeah. May I make it flush? Then I put number 2 in. I'm going to slide you in. There we go. Am I putting it... Actually, I don't think it really matters. Okay, that's fine. Okay. This started... is that the Mistborn light box? Yes, it is. Also... Oh, I guess you're not really able to see... Hold on, let me make my camera a little bit wider. Boop. There we go. Hopefully that'll help a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if that exposes anything in my room, but this desk is a mess. You better say, Dylan, Dylan, what was your favorite part of Nexus aside from the World Hopper Ball? I mean, this is going to sound cliche, so I'm going to come with two answers, and one's not going to be cliche. The cliche answer is just the people. I think we are blessed to have such an amazing community, and to have so many people in a room who know who Kaladin Stormblessed is, or know who Adolin Kholin is, or know what a High Storm is. I was waiting in line, talking about the Unmade with my friend, and I was like, I couldn't think of the name for the thrill, the Unmade name for the thrill, and the guy in front of me just turned around and he was like, Nergal. I think it's Nergal. I think that's one. And it was like, oh my gosh, like that was like, you would never get that interaction outside of Dragonsteel Nexus. And then just to be surrounded by all those people, and everyone's like so kind, and I went around asking for Cosmere hot takes, and to have so many people like give hot takes and have opinions, and that was honestly the best part of just being in that community. That was incredible. A not cliche answer, I really liked the dunk tank. I got put in a dunk tank to raise money for the Lightweaver Foundation, and I thought that was really, really cool. That was another favorite part of Nexus for me. Jimmy Brown in the chat, what is up? Good to see you. Good to see you, man. And yeah, so the people in the dunk tank was my favorite part of Nexus 2025. Additionally, it was hype to be Sawyer. Sawyer's in the chat, everyone. Actually, third favorite part of chat or Nexus was Sawyer. Sawyer was basically the guard to the media lounge. We had multiple throughout Nexus, but Sawyer was the one who was on top of it. If anybody deserves a raise, it was Sawyer. He was there when the world needed him. And yeah, anytime I went to the media lounge and Sawyer was working there, it was so hype. I knew I was gonna have a good time. Yeah. Anyway, so it's good to see Sawyer in the chat. Anytime you see Sawyer in the chat, treat him like a celebrity. If he ever comments on one of my videos, it's our job as a community to treat him like a celebrity. Okay. That's the Sawyer Clark. Okay, let's see. I think I'm getting close to assembling this. Yeah, when Adolin was in the dunk tank, I went to take a selfie and said, I call this white spine cage. Yeah, Mac, that was so funny when you did that. That was awesome. He came up, because I was dressed as Adolin Kholin in the dunk tank, and he came up and he said, I call this white spine caged. And I thought that was the funniest thing. That was honestly, I think, one of my favorite jokes from Nexus. That joke wouldn't have landed anywhere else. So I think that was awesome, Mac. I really vibed with that. Also, I was trying to see, because Milana from Edge Dancing Through Life was in the dunk tank right before me, and I wanted to see how long I could go in the dunk tank without getting wet, because she went 20 minutes in her 30-minute slot without getting dunked. And then Matt comes around the corner and dunks me within like the first 2 minutes. I wasn't happy. I wasn't thrilled. I was wet. I got very wet. And then no one dunked me for like 10 minutes after that. So Mac, you could have came later. I'm just kidding. I don't care. It was money for a good cause. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming out. Oh my goodness. Okay, I thought I was close. I don't think I'm close. Actually, I am close. There's 14 slides and I'm on slide 10. Boop. Yeah, this is step 2. Why are there 8 steps to construction? Moop, 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 moop. Boop. Okay. He's leaving out that I do not have good aim. Oh, yeah. Okay, Mac, I was trying to get your back there, okay? But yes, that is true. He did pay for a guaranteed dunk. Yeah. So let's talk about Fires of December. So Brandon Sanderson announced Fires of December, which I'm actually so excited for. I think that'll be absolutely incredible. It's a spiritual successor to Trust of the Emerald Sea, which means nothing but good things. I think Yumi and the Nightmare Painter and Trust of the Emerald Sea are some of the best things that Sanderson has written. So the fact that we're getting something similar in writing style to that makes me very happy. I think that'll be amazing. And I think Like Trust the Emerald Sea. The secret projects are turning out to be some of my favorite Cosmere books. Like Stormlight Archive, yes, and then I honestly, I don't know what I like more, the 7 Mistborn books or the 5 secret projects or 4 secret projects. No, Mistborn still, but like, but I will say, I think there is something special about these secret projects, about not knowing we're getting a book and then getting a book of that distinct style. Like secret projects have a feel to them. I was sobbing in the crowd as he was reading to us. Yeah, it was a great reading. Yeah, that was incredible. Okay, I finished step 2 of the process. My light box is almost assembled. Okay, step 3. When all papers have been layered, place the 2 frosted sheets of paper on top. 2 frosted sheets on top. Okay. 1. It's not sliding in. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, got it. Who did the video where they called the 5th secret project and had a graphic of Frugal Wizard? That's funny. Place 4 foam strips on each side of the frame. Okay, well 2 of them are already secured. To secure the layers in place. Okay, so I'm going to stick this right here to make sure the things in the box aren't going anywhere. This is the future of content, everyone. I forgot I was wearing this. Okay, and then place. Okay, now put back the cover with the light switch fading out. 1 fastener at a time. Oh, here are the fasteners. Put the back cover, put it in the desired spot with a screwdriver and screw into place. 6 times. What? Hello? Okay. Wait. Okay. Here's a tip if you're making your light box. They put recommendations at the bottom of... Oh, hello. They put recommendations at the bottom of the spreadsheet. So they say do it in order. And then after you do that step, it goes recommendations for best results. Don't put dividers between the VIN layers. It's a little too late for that. Why'd you put them at the end of the instructions? Why did they put it at the bottom? Why'd they put it on literally the next page? It's okay. I don't really care that much. Because essentially how it is Vin is very far forward opposed to how she should be further back. But I don't care. But if you're making your own, read the whole instructions before you get started. Okay, repeat this process 6 times. There's only... Hello? Okay, hold on. Is this battery powered? I'm a little confused. Oh, okay. It's battery or power outletted. Okay. So I have 6 screws. The end result should have 2 fasteners on each side. Where does... I'm really confused. How is the dunk tank? The dunk tank was incredible. Okay, I'm going to put these here because I don't know where the screws are supposed to go. And I'm worried about the back falling out. Ah! Yeah, the back will fall out. What am I screwing this into, though? That's what I'm perplexed upon. Like, I'm literally just... Like... I'm confused. I'm confused where I'm confused. I'm just a confused little sheep. Dylan needs an engineering channel. This should be a demonstration of why I don't need that. Okay. I don't know how I'm supposed to fasten this. I'm lost. Oh, with the light switch fading out. No, wait, the light switch, yeah. The switch is fading out, facing out. How do I fasten this to this? I'm lost. I don't understand how to do this. Mitchell, that was no help at all. That was I like that your comment was I saw people who were also confused by this, but I didn't pay attention to the answer they got. Okay. Where do I fasten it? One fastener at a time. Happy to not help. Okay. Do I just screw? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm so close and I'm so far. Why do I have 6 screws when there's 4 holes and I just got here? What's going on? Essentially, I got donations, so I put on a sheep costume. I've talked about Dragonsteel Nexus for about an hour, and now I'm trying to build this light box that I got at Nexus, and it's turning out cool, but I'm really stuck on the last step. The shades bar in a box thing. Yeah. I don't think there was a Lord Rule panel. Oh, I don't know if I'm doing this right. It doesn't make sense for me to screw it in there. I don't understand. Okay. Well, I'm lost enough at... Oh! Dylan understands. Dylan gets it. It has something to do with this. Okay, maybe I don't have answers yet. Oh, wait. Oh my gosh. Hear me out, world. World. Mm-hmm. Okay. One fastener at a time. Place fasteners in desired spot. And with screwdriver, screw it into place. So where I want it to not fall this way. So I want it here. Okay. I'm starting to get why he didn't do the con game. Yeah, Mac, that's very funny. Also, again, Mac, thank you for the $2 dono. I put on a sheep costume, but it's already on. Hey, Moas Nation, Ray from Moas Nation. Good to see you in the chat. Mac, thank you so much for the $2 dono. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna heart that. Thank you very much. It makes me very happy. Oh, that's awesome. You guys are the best. I love you guys. Okay. Where does this go? Okay, this is a little flappy thing. I'm starting to get why you didn't do the con game. Yeah, that's very true. I think if I'm struggling that much on this, it's very good that I didn't do the con game. There should be 2 fasteners on each side. How do you do 6 screws and 2? Son of a gun. Can this? Oh yeah, there was a villain panel. Can the screw go through the cardboard? Okay. Well, here's gonna be what I'm gonna do. I am gonna figure this out on my own time. Because I'm struggling too much. But I got majority of it done. I'm gonna talk about Moash Nation for a little bit, and then I am gonna go to bed. But essentially, okay, here's the light box. It's mostly complete. It's just the back does fall off, which I don't have a solution for yet. So that's a fun little thing. Here we go. The sheep costumes are really hot. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, there we go. Plugged in the light. Now I need a block to plug in a USB, which I don't have. But you know what I could grab? I could just grab batteries, and it takes 3 AAAs, which is great because I brought so many AAAs to Nexus and used none of them. Okay, huzzah! Grabbing my AAAs from Nexus. Nexus AAAs. Okay. Huzzah. Okay, so fun fact, the batteries don't fit. That's your fun fact for the day. Unless... Oh my gosh. Are we serious? Are we for real right now? How for real are we being? Yeah, everyone go eat your dinners. Oh, don't forget the Cosmyrtle. I got the battery to fit. Okay, I'll close out with the Cosmyrtle. That's actually a good point. Good point, 6H. There we go. There we go. I see light. Oh! Hey! Oh! Hey! That's cool. That's cool. That's awesome. Foofaloff, thank you so much for the $2 donation. Why do I own a sheep costume? I don't have an answer for why I own it. It is Molly from book 5 of the Stormlight Archive. Essentially, I was like, I started getting donations. I was like, if we reach this much in donations, I'll put on a sheep costume. And then we did. And now I have a sheep costume on. Thank you for the $2 donation. Someone said, just now joining. What was any favorite moment? Any specific favorite moment? Let's see. What would be my favorite? This is one of my favorite moments. I'm going to put this up right here. I'm going to prop this up in a way where the back can't fall off because I didn't figure out how to secure the back. Actually, I'll put it over here so that y'all can see it and it's not in the way of the chat. Can't really see it there. Hold on. Put it right in front of me. Okay. Favorite moment. I'm gonna say two moments stick out to me. Maybe not my favorite, but one of my favorite moments is during the Moash panel. It's what happened after the Moash panel. There was a group of like probably 20 of us that just kept talking about Moash and like if he deserves to be redeemed. And then we pivoted the conversation to Liren for a little bit. So we talked about Liren, we talked about Moash, and we talked there for an hour. And it was just such an awesome moment of I get to sit here and talk with people about our similar interest, and it's a conversation that's engaging and intellectually stimulating, and we're laughing and we're talking loud and we're talking passionately, and it was just being in that circle of like 20 people talking about Moash. That was incredible. They now call themselves Moash Nation. Patrick's in the chat, dude. Patrick was there. Ray was also there. I see Ray in the chat. I see Ray and Patrick. They were both there. And yeah, it was Liren is the worst parent in the Cosmere. That's what I was saying. Thank you. I agree, Mac. I agree very much. I think Liren is the worst parent in the Cosmere. And yeah, it was really the unexpected conversation. Friends. Yeah. And then Moash Nation became a thing, and it was like a friend group at the con, and they got dinner every night. And I really wanted to go on the last night, but I had another thing that I had to go to with other content creators. But yeah, Jasmine also Moash Nation. Love to see y'all here. Yeah, Moash Nation was a thing. So Moash Nation, high memory. This definitely isn't my favorite, but it's a memory I'm very fond of. Is Counterpoint Lindevar. Really good counterpoint, actually. No one brought Lin up. That's actually a good counterpoint. People were comparing Lirin to Dalinar. Tress's parents, also good point. There's a lot of bad parents in the Cosmere. But as I was saying, Lirin, or no. There was a dueling arena where kids would go to fight. I'm not even joking. There was like training. There was lessons where they taught kids 12 and younger how to fight. And me and my friend Aiden went because we thought they were going to teach us to use swords. And then they're like, if you're 12 and under, enter the arena. And we were like, doggone it. And so we counterpoint Straff Venture. That's actually a very strong counterpoint, Carter. That's a very strong counterpoint. And so we were watching. So then we're like, well, we came all the way here. We might as well watch these kids fight. And there was this 4-year-old. His name was Elland. The 4-year-old's name was Elland. And he was a beast on the floor. I didn't post any videos of him because I feel weird posting a child because like consent laws are weird when it comes to posting children. So I didn't post him. I did take a picture of him, but it's for like my personal, like it's for me and Aiden to laugh looking back on, because it's this video of this like 4-year-old swinging a sword and we're like, he's going to destroy nations. He's going to take over the country, dude. Elland was a beast. I missed that kid, dude. He was so funny. He was so funny. He would do an overhead swing and he just went like, and it was funny because there was two 4-year-olds and they were like, knights, let's give us a demonstration on how we feel, or like, let's give a knightly demonstration. And then the knights in armor just started like clashing, and this one like 4-year-old kid just starts sobbing and just sprints out of the arena. He goes, ah, just like ran out of the arena sobbing. And Aiden and I, my friend, were dying laughing. It was so funny. Yeah, so that was another good moment. And final good moment was the first night there. I went out to dinner with a bunch of content creators, and it was just awesome. I felt so blessed to think about how so many people go to Dragonsteel Nexus and don't know anyone. And it's still worth it to go just for that, even if you don't know anyone. And I felt so blessed to, on my first day, be there and be getting dinner with Steve the Raffle guy, Jasonian, the YouTuber, Edge Dancing Through Life was there. Brooke and Tyler from Cosmere Conversations were there. There was a couple other people that were there. But it was awesome. And that was the first moment where it hit me. And then I also went out with Seth from Cosmere Academy, Milana again from Edge Dancing Through Life, Emily from Ghost Buddies, Audrey from Audronalcium, I think is what her username is. And it's just having those people that we're able to see, and I'm so glad that something like Moash Nation came up, where there's like these groups forming, because people make connections at this con is the thing, capital C connection at that. And I think that's the coolest part. That's honestly that's the best thing about Nexus, and that's why I'm really excited for Nexus 2026, when we'll have a Cosmere book, but we'll also have a Cosmere book that comes out before the con, so people don't need to be reading it at the con, so they can spend more time about what's important and spending time with each other. Yeah, I think Mitchell says that was me last year, didn't know anyone, and even if you don't know anyone, it's still so worth it to go. And if you go, come say hi to me. Like, I will talk with you. Like, and hopefully one thing leads to another, and then you meet people. Like, that's why we go. It's for the community, right? These books are awesome, and we love these books. And it's so nice to have people to talk to that you are able to talk with these books about, and then you have a perspective on these books, and then you're talking about your beliefs, but you're backing it up and you're listening to others, and it's such a good environment because it's in the lens of Brandon Sanderson. And I highly advise, if you can make it to Nexus, go to Nexus. It's a 10 out of 10 experience. This was my first Nexus, and I absolutely loved it. Yeah, Jasmine says go talk to people after the panel. If you ever go to Nexus, go talk to people after the panel. Especially like a group will form after each panel. That's how Moash Nation formed. Even after my Dragons with the Cosmere panel, we had a giant group talking about where Valor is, which I'll be having a video coming up on that soon. But yeah, I think it's 110%. Was nervous bringing my 10-year-old. First time convention for both of us. Would 100% recommend. Yes, that. I 100% recommend. Anyone who can make it out to Dragonsteel Nexus, go to Dragonsteel Nexus. Is it worth the cost? I think I would like to go next year. 100%. You should, yes. I think it's worth the cost. I mean, it depends how far you're flying in from. try to save where you can. You know, save, like, stay at a hotel a couple blocks away from the convention center. I saved about $200 on my hotel doing that. And then booking lifts to the convention center is way cheaper than parking. It was a $5 lift to the convention center one way. So I was able to do that. But yeah, try to save where you can. But because really, at the end of the day, there's going to be a bunch of things you can buy. Like all these souvenirs, these things, this deck of playing cards, which I still don't think was worth $20. But at the end of the day, you're not, like, you don't need to buy all the stuff. You need to buy your pass to go and the World Hopper Ball, if you can slide that. But it really just boils down to the memories that you will make when you're there. And the things that I'm coming away from Dragonsteel Nexus is the community, the people that I talked with, the content creators that I got to collaborate with, and the experiences that I had, such as the World Hopper Ball. That is what Dragonsteel Nexus means to me, and I hope that everyone gets a chance to experience some of that, even if it means you're saving up for 2028 when Ghost Bloods 1 comes out. You know, even if you're saving up for that, that would be a great year to go. But yeah, I'm gonna put Molly up on top of Warbreaker. Yeah, that is my consensus. And I think that's where I'm going to call it for today. I am going to do the Cosmurtle. I did not forget. We're going to close out with the Cosmurtle. For those of you who don't know what the Cosmurtle is, you are in for a sweet treat. I like to end all my live streams with this. Essentially, it's the Wordle, but for the Cosmere. Now, I'm going to switch. I'm actually going to pull up the Cosmurtle real quick. Got to get my keyboard out. Boop, boop, boop. Cosmurtle is fun. If you have not done the Cosmurtle, go to cosmurtle.net and do it right now before me. This is information. There might be some Win & Choose spoilers, but there might not. There's just a chance of it. Let me full screen my stuff so that I don't accidentally leak anything. Oh, hey, there's my live stream. My live stream open on a tab. Boop, boop, boop. I didn't get to show the music. I didn't get to show the music from the music panel, but I'm tired, so I'm going to leave that in my Discord. So join my Discord, and I'll drop that folder in the announcements for my Discord. Okay, let's switch scenes. Oh, okay. So that was the wrong thing to do. I'm gonna. Ooh, wait, hold on. Studio mode. Here we go. Let's go here. Let's go here. Okay, hold on. Video capture device. Yep. Video 3. Yep. Cool. Cool. Okay. It's sloppy, but there we go. Okay. Can we see this? And can we see me? Yes. Okay, perfect. It's okay. Hold on. The thing's a little bit too big. Nobody hacked my computer. There we go. I think I shrunk it. There we go. Perfect. Okay, yeah, you can see everything. Okay. I'm gonna start with the same guest I start with every Cosmurtle, Adel and Colin. Off to a great start. Human, Alethi. Let's give me a Serene. Let's go with someone who's not invested from a different planet. Okay, so this person is invested. Let's go with a Kelsier. Okay, first appearance, and there's Ska. Okay. Let's just go with a Vin. I think it could be Vin. Got it in 4. Oh, can I move the chat? Well, now it's a little bit too late for that. I forgot that the chat was up and obnoxious a little bit. But so I got the Cosmurtle in 4, which is awesome. I don't get that fast off. Okay. Now everyone's like, I got in 2, got in 3, whatever. God forbid someone guesses Kelsier before Vin. God forbid someone cares about Elantris. Actually, I don't care about Elantris. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for this live stream. It's been absolutely great to be live and to be communicating with the chat. I love this is just a small taste of Nexus. Being able to communicate with people in the chat. And it's live, you know? I just think there's something special about that. I think there's something special about that. I need to clean up my room. I have a desk here. I have a desk there. I have a table here. I'm going to take the sheep costume off. Yeah, it's been a long live stream. Thank you everyone who's stuck here since the beginning. Thank you everyone who's showed up halfway and is still here. And thank you everyone who left. Actually, no, those people are dead to me. Don't tell them I said that. But yeah, thank you everyone. It's been a blast. I'm so if any of you I met you at Nexus, I'm so happy that I met y'all at Nexus. Some of y'all, I'll see y'all at Nexus in the future. Stay tuned for my upload. Also, I'm going to be pretty consistent with uploads moving forward, at least for the next month or 2 or 3. I'm going to be going on uploading on Saturdays. Yeah, on Saturdays, uploads will happen, whether it's a YouTube short or a bigger one or like a full video, that is to be determined. But yeah, thank you everyone who stopped by. And I will see y'all in whenever I see y'all again. Anything special planned for 5K subscribers? A little community post. A tailored reality reviews. Maybe I'll do a live stream if I have time for it. But yeah. Anyway, thanks everyone. Have a good night. And Kay, thank you so much to my patrons. Max6823. No, hold on. Ready? Thank you so much to my patrons. Max6823, Zainif, and Dan for their constant support. It means the absolute world to me. Kay, love you. Bye.